So you bring up something I'd be interested to expand on a little bit. The reason I believe that what I do is different. When you come to this channel, when you watch these streams, I've been a student of this stuff through gaming and then also through study. I don't know as much as my father knows, for instance, about this particular period. But he doesn't know as much as I know about the Civil War or the Napoleonic Wars. But I have an appreciation holistically for all military simulators, I would say. I hesitate because I have not ever really gotten into the more modern, Arma and anything quite like that. A Foxhole is, I think, a kind of a fun one to tinker with. But I've always been a student of this subject matter. I've always been fascinated with everything involved with the men who are called to, or I don't know what, you have the salt to do what it took to do these things. And so I've gravitated toward wargaming ever since I was a young kid. And so I've also spent so much time wanting to learn how it is they went about trying to do what they did, learn about the tactics, learn about the military science behind the decisions that get made and the reasons why they attack this way or defend there or do those things. And I do the best I can with everything that I've studied since I was a kid and the different games I've played and the experiences I've had, thinking about, complex operational issues that come into play and logistics and all the things it takes to prepare for a final successful attack here or there and all that. And a holistic view of a military operation is something I really try hard to try to operate based on. We're in a stream, and I always have to try to keep things as entertaining as possible. Also, I made the difficulty settings a little bit lower than 100% realistic for that very same reason. It has to be entertaining. And so there is that. But I do try to bring a genuine approach to real tactics, real strategy, real economy into my gameplay, whether that's U-Boat or you've seen Scourge of War or Grand Tactician or Crusader Kings 3, or I'm going to get into Manor Lords probably here pretty soon. And that's maybe not as much a war game as a city builder, but still kind of parts of both. I'll probably get into some other titles, Steel Division at some point down the road. There's a lot of old favorites I want to get into that are all in this vein. And again, the thing that you will experience when you come here is a reach for authentic, realistic, strategic and tactical approaches to problem solving within the game environment. And they've done, and now is the perfect time to start playing this way, I feel like, because of the way that they're able to make games so realistic now, especially war games. So that's just kind of more of my mind on that. I do appreciate you bringing that up, Harley. Thank you for that.